Hey, everybody. Welcome back to our conversations that we have every week. And since today is the first Monday of the month, we're going to talk about some of the promotions that doTERRA offers. They always offer a product of the month. And if you're not familiar with the loyalty rewards program, it's a monthly order. And if you order 125 points by the 15th of the month, you get a product free. And this month's product of the month is citronella. They also offer a 10% off of TerraShield, and we'll go over what the uses of that are for. And then one of the great things that they offered last month, I should say, was a free sample of Malama for anyone that participated in the product of the month last month. And so this month, we only have a little bit of a sample, but they're offering the Malama in a 15 ml bottle this month with the Mother's Day. They have the oil separate, or you can pair it with the Pilot Diffuser. And we'll talk about like Malama in a moment, but let's just start off with citronella. So Jay, you want to start off?
Well, I think everybody has heard of citronella because citronella is, citronella candles. Like we're all surrounded, especially as spring and summer come with citronella. People start to say, "Oh, I've got to buy my citronella candles." I mean, I can tell you can make your own, or you can do oil and like almost like those, very improv type beautiful candles outside if you want to make them, but it is particularly known as being a good bug repellent. And citronella is sourced from Indonesia. So that's where doTERRA gets their citronella. And the oil smells exactly like everything you envision that citronella smells like, but you have to remember that chemically synthesized or chemical-based insect repellents, insects can adapt to. When you have an oil form that's created in nature, that evolves with nature, bugs can't adapt because as they evolve, the plants evolve. So it's kind of cool. So using something natural is usually a lot better, as we all know.
And it's also good for our health too, because I don't know what the heck they use to synthesize those citronella, those fake things that you buy in Home Depot sells them. I was like, okay.
But it most commonly used for, it's actually mentioned for flea and tick repellents. So if you live in an area which is very tick infested, it might be something you might want to add or start to use daily, because we have to protect ourselves as we hopefully get outside. But it has a myriad of other benefits. Great detoxer. It's, it says it's good for anxiety and depression, all those kind of citrusy, smelly oils are. So I would say, that's a definite must have for a summer outdoors person.
Now I know it's also good for cleansing as well. So you can kind of mix it in, put a couple of drops in that On Guard cleaner concentrate with some water and some vinegar, and you can boost the cleansing properties of the On Guard detergent if you have like really messy spills or things like that. So and it's also great if you want to use it for cleansing the hair, like putting it in your shampoo or your conditioner, like as a way of just cleansing the scalp.
It's actually one of the oils recommended for lice.
And that would also be
So
good.
that would be good too.
Yeah. And so what you could even do, I have mine right here, and you can just literally put I'll show you just a drop or two. A drop or two in your hands, and then just rub it right through your hair. And now you have a nice little coating, especially if you have like little kiddos that are going to school and you're a little concerned about that. Just kind of do that right before they, hop on the bus, and then they have that in like on their hair and scalp, and it'll help to protect them. Little extra.
Yeah, and as you're saying that, and you say off to school, I think off to camp, because the time I actually got lice was when I was a camp counselor in sleepaway camp, and one of the kids got it. So, it's also really good for, if they're on, in a camp type situation.
Yeah, and that'll be coming up in the next couple of months, right? Like we're
Right.
still in school right now.
But it will be, yeah.
Right. So that citronella is free for any 125 point order on the loyalty rewards program. So you get that bottle of citronella free. Now, if you're for some reason not participating in the loyalty reward, but you're still interested in bug repellent stuff, there's a 10% off Terra Shield, which is our repellent blend. And the one thing I absolutely love, I love Terra Shield. The aroma reminds me of those old Whopper candies. It's like chocolate and malt. I don't know why, but I absolutely love the smell of Terra Shield as well as citronella. And it has the oil of lemon eucalyptus, which it's on the CDC website as being an equivalent bug repellent to DEET. So that this way you can actually use Terra Shield as your bug spray as well. So it's good to just put on the skin and you're good to go.
Terra Shield also contains thyme, which thyme has also been listed as being a really good tick repellent. So, I love the fact that they included thyme, I think, to help you with tick situations. I mean, I think we talk a lot about ticks, especially because, animals, dogs, outdoor pets can get tick-borne diseases a lot. But I think we even talk about it more for pets than we do for ourselves. So, not a bad idea to be able to protect yourself to some extent as you go out, hiking or doing whatever you're going to do. And ticks are already out. So, we don't need that many sort of mild days for the tick population to start. So be careful as you go out.
Are both of these oils safe to put on the coats of your furry friends?
Yes, I mean, I would dilute them always. I'm not into putting straight oils. I mean, the Terra Shield spray already comes diluted, but we're getting the bottle. So if you wanted to create a spray yourself, you could create a combination either of citronella plus Terra Shield or Terra Shield and just dilute it so that, you can spray it on your hands. Most animals don't like sprayers. Like if you spritz it on them directly, they don't like that. So just put it on your hands, rub your hands together and go down the length of their body, especially the legs and the under part, like the undercarriage, as we call it, part that's closer to the ground.
Awesome. Yeah, it's always good to know which ones oils are safe for our pets too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always.
So one of the, as I said, I want to read right from the Malama. They sent us a nice little sample of it, and as soon as we opened, both Tracy and I opened this up, we were like, oh my God, this is really a beautiful smelling oil. And the aromatic profile, it says juicy orange, warm cedar wood, soft amorous, fresh coriander, zesty lemongrass, sweet magnolia, spicy Sichuan pepper, and floral ylang ylang are complementary by Hawaiian, and Hawaiian sandalwood, niowood, and that create a vivacious, rich aroma. And it is absolutely beautiful because it's a bit floral, but it has a very grounded, woodsy smell to it. Absolutely beautiful. And Malama, the heart of doTERRA lies in the way we care for our partners, customers, communities, and Earth. We see the same mission, being good stewards and using the precious gifts of the earth to share hope and health with others. In Hawaiian culture, this is called Malama. Like the breathtaking beauty and vibrant cultures of the island of Hawaii, Malama Nurturing Blend is an effervescent combination of tropical citrus, enhancing floral, and centering wood aromas. Essential for every nurturer, Malama captures the magic and energy of this land and its people via the aroma of pure essential oils. And I just absolutely love the direction that doTERRA is going with this idea of healing everybody, like not just us as users, but the farmers, the distillers, everyone that that doTERRA comes in contact with, that we try to make their lives better. And so using the Hawaiian sandalwood and making sure that some of our practice, all of our practices are sustainable and that we're moving to a zero carbon output. I absolutely adore the mission that doTERRA has, and like products like Malama that they just put out.
And I have to mention that a note that came out to me right away when I opened up the sample was that lemongrass. Like, you definitely can smell that lemongrass. And so lemongrass to me is always very clean smelling. It just has a crispness and a clean smell about it. So that definitely, in addition to the woods and the florals, comes out to me is that sort of citrus element. It's actually very interesting to me, that whole aroma, because as I smelled it, I was like, we read about it first and I was like, what is this going to smell like? I just couldn't figure out. And it's really beautiful. You could apply it or diffuse it. So it's one of those oils that you could, probably would be beautiful in like, the unscented body lotion, and using it as like a scented lotion or just as your personal aroma.
Yep.
So really nice.
Yeah, like your personal perfume, sort of like, because it really has, because it has all those florals in there, it definitely has like that. I would easily be able to, see people wearing this as either a perfume or a cologne, or, you can diffuse it in your pilot diffuser. So in this month, the Malama comes in a 15 ml bottle alone, or you can pair it for a discounted price with the pilot diffuser. And this is totally, as you can see, totally battery run. It actually fits in a car holder, so you can actually have this in your car or by your computer. It runs off of a little USB cable, so you can literally plug it into your computer and help protect you from all of the digital devices that we're always in contact with all the time. So yes.
And also, if it's in the car holder, most cars have USB ports now, so you could run it off of a cord, even in a car.
Yeah.
No reason why you couldn't. And so, good for those long trips, car rides.
Well, and also too, like, especially if you drive a lot, right? It can very keep you awake and alert while you're on the road. And, that's really a great reason to be diffusing in places like your car, because, you don't want to fall asleep at the wheel, for sure.
And then the other reason you might want to diffuse in your car is if you happen to be transporting lots of kiddos, and you can keep the germs down. You decrease the amount of germs, and depending on if those kids are athletes, you might also be offsetting the pungent aroma that might be permeating your car, from my friends who have kids that are athletes.
Right, which would be great for having citronella, because then you're like combating the germs and the smell all at the same time, right?
Right, exactly.
Great. I think that covers everything, at least all the promotions for this month.
Yeah, we did want to remind people of the new sharing or enrollment promotion that doTERRA is offering for the next 3 months. And that is a customizable sort of kit. So if someone spends 150 points or point value, the enrollment fee is waived and they get to choose what they want. So if you have anybody you've ever thought about helping, with doTERRA, you think a lot of the products would help them, and they're obviously amenable to that and open to it, then that might be a great opportunity for them to sort of customize a kit that suits their needs. So that's really a really great advantage. They've never offered that before. I'm super excited about that, because I think it's really nice to be able to kind of design your own, even though doTERRA has their own wonderful kits. And then the last thing is just to remind everybody that if you do a 100-point value LRP order, you get free shipping now. So just as a reminder, because I see some people, I'm not quite sure if they realize that. So I just want to make sure that everybody is aware of that. And so this way, that you're getting free shipping.
And also free shipping on 100-point enrollment orders too. So that if you decide to go with this custom kit or any of the doTERRA, kits, except for, I think it's the simple start kit, which is under 100, you will get free shipping on those as well.
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Yeah, so that covers it for the week. We will come back to you next week where we're going to talk about some great ideas for Mother's Day. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you next week.